Alright, I'm going to take a couple minutes here and try to give a little bit of a walkthrough on getting your devices or your WebDav connected up with your Basset account in Champlain College's server there. Uh, Basically, it is a pretty step-by-step instructional that you can get through that PDF in lesson plan or lesson 2 planning your site. If you follow it step by step, you should be able to get connected. However, a lot of times a little bit of a video helps out, and that visual definitely gets things going. All right. So basically, the first thing you're going to want to do is obviously have Dreamweaver open. All right, and once you have Dreamweaver open on the top, you see those menus. You got File, Edit, um, as well as View, Insert, Modify, all those good things. Okay, we're going to be concerned with the site here. We're going to click on New Site. Now, the site name that we're gonna name, it's pretty much up to you. Whatever you want to name your site. I'm just gonna name this. I'm not actually gonna go through and connect it all the way, but I will go through the settings as they should be set up, and then I'll also give it a test and show you what you should be seeing with the test. And if it tests positively, it will connect afterwards. Okay, I'm just not going to do the full connection. I've already got mine set up, and I'd rather not mess around with anything. But I can go ahead and get that far to the test anyways. Okay. So basically, once you have chosen your site name, you're going to find where you on your computer are going to keep all that information. That's what this local site folder is, alright? So on your computer, you're going to keep your HTML, your CSS, and images folder in one folder, alright? And you're going to save all your files in there. And what you're going to do is, as you finish your work, you're going to synchronize between that local folder and your Basset account, and that's what you're pretty much connecting to. So in this local site folder, you're going to find the location of your where you're keeping your sites, your HTMLs and your CSSs and everything. So let's see. Mine, I'm actually keeping on my Dropbox, so I can access it from pretty much anywhere. Alright. And this is going to be it right here. As you can see, I got the CSS, HTML, and images folders already in there. Alright. You may or may not already have those in there, and honestly, you can just if you haven't created your folder yet, your local folder, you can just create a local folder anywhere on your computer and start using that. Okay? But, like I said, in this case, I'm actually going to use what I already got going on. Alright? Alright, so now back to there. Once you get into the folder you want to use, you can just click select. Alright, and that'll put all those folders in there. Alright, as you can see, that's where it's at. And if you follow it all the way down, it's going to bring you from Dropbox all the way up to that local folder. So that takes care of the site portion of this setup. So let's go ahead to servers, and this is the important part. We want to make sure all this information is correct. Alright, so we're going to add a new server. Alright, the server name, Basset, with 2 S's. Alright, and it's a WebDav type of connection. Now the URL it's best to just copy and paste this, okay? Because it is a secure site we're connecting this to, so it's an HTTPS as opposed to this HTTP. So we don't want to just type in the rest of that information. We want to just go get that information, maybe right from the syllabus, if nothing else, alright? But I've already taken that information and copied it into a web browser for me, so I'll just copy it to my clipboard and paste it. Now that does not put in your first and last name, so then you have to do that. And it's John, period, Trudeau. In my case, in your case, it might be Billy Bob or anything else, but the structure for the Champlain College is a period after your first and last name, so make sure you implement that. And then you're just going to type that back into your username because that's generally everybody's username as well. And the password is whatever it is you're using as a password. And you can go ahead and click test right here. And this is the message you should see. If you're not getting this message, go back and recheck those settings. Make sure that URL is copied and pasted. That way you're not, you know, gonna have any errors in that particular part. Alright. Make sure you got your first and last name there. Make sure that's also up here as well. Alright. Now if you're getting an error along the lines of um, unable to get the folder that you're specifying, I would look back and make sure that this URL is correct. And importantly as well is we also want to make sure that the site section up here as well is, oops, let's save that. Alright, we want to make sure that this site up here is actually your local folder and you're not putting that WebDav, that Basset site in there. Okay, so this is your local folder, this is your Basset folder when you're creating that. Alright, and from there you'll just be able to save it and synchronize. Alright, if you got any questions, if you do have that error, such as you're unable to get the listing of the folder you're specifying or something along those lines, some type of authorization error, go through, recheck, and if you are 100% sure you got all that information in, contact your professor and contact the IT department within Champlain College. Okay, please feel free to get back at me at any time if you have any issues throughout the semester. I'd be glad to help if I can, of course. All right.